get you down and you're feeling lonely, when you can't find your truth or find your center, there are many here who gather together. Oh, unconditionally, we love each other, and the scars that we see just make us stronger. We breathe it in together, we'll hold you up with grace. We know that love lives here in you and me. Love lives here. My soul breaks free. I'm so excited to be united with you. Where love lives, where love lives. When life gets you down, you can't see the future. When it all seems too much for you to handle, there are many here who gather together. Oh, unconditionally, we pray together, and the hurt that you feel will be set free. We breathe it in together, we'll hold you up with grace. We know that love lives here in you and me. Love lives here. My soul breaks free. I'm so excited to be united with you. Where love lives, where love lives. Love lives here in you and me. Love lives here. My soul breaks free. I'm so excited to be united with you. Where love lives, where love lives. Love lives here.
Good morning, Riverside. I am Reverend Jeffrey Ryan, and it is my distinct honor and pleasure to serve this beloved community, Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where love lives here. Good morning and welcome. And as you're going ahead and coming on in, go ahead and type into the comments there where you are watching us from. Good morning, Denise and Earl. Good morning, Mike and Jeannie. Good morning, Ed. Hey, good morning, Pat. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, Williams family. Great to see all of you. Great to see you joining us. Come on in and share the love this morning. Say hi, lean in and love, get loved up. So we also invite you to go ahead and start a watch party on Facebook and share the love amongst your friends and family on Facebook, if that's the way you're joining us. Make sure that you are using the hashtags WeAreCSL and hashtag Love Lives Here. Good morning, Chaz. It's great to see you. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Constance. So wonderful to have you with us all this morning. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in, breathe in the sunshine of the morning, breathe in the light and the love. Good morning, Lupe. Good morning, John. Great to see you. Wonderful to be with you this morning. Breathe it in. Breathe in the love this morning, and let's come together and let's start off with a celebration. Here we go. Celebrate, Jabel.
Hi, everybody. Happy December. Here we go. You know this one. You can sing it with me. There is a light inside of your sister, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. Just thought I'd tell you there is a light inside of your brother, and I don't know if you know there's a light that is so bright. Just thought I'd tell you there is a love inside of your heart, and I don't know if you know there's a love that is so bright. Just thought I'd tell you there is
one. We are one. We are all one in God. We are love. We are love. We are all the love of God. Beauty surrounds me, falling at my feet as I hear the calling of the Holy One in me. We are whole. We are whole. We are all the wholeness of God. We are strength. We are strength. We are all the strength of God. Beauty surrounds me, falling at my feet as I hear the calling of the Holy One in me. We are made. We are made. We are all made of God. We are one. We are one. We are all one in God. We are. We are. Oh, we are.
Good morning. I'm Allison Barry, one of the licensed spiritual practitioners at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. Welcome. So I invite you now to join me for this morning's invocation. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes and take a beautiful deep breath. Allowing it to center you down. It is indeed a cosmic breath, one where you can feel the rhythm of the divine breathing in, through, and as you. The absolute enduring spiritual truth that I do know is that there is only one presence, only one power, only one infinite intelligence that lives, moves, and has its being in all, as all, and through all. And that presence is God. It is the very source of perfect peace that surpasses understanding. It is divine wisdom and pure, deep agape love, the self-givingness of spirit. It is beauty and grace, wholeness and harmony, the harmony of the spheres, the order of the universe. And truly, it is so much more than even these words can express, for it is a presence and a power of good, and it sustains us and maintains us, for we each are individualized expressions of pure spirit, one with the one, uniquely fashioned and formed of this God stuff and substance. So we come together this morning keenly aware of this beautiful divine truth that we are points of light in God consciousness, and how just beautiful that is to recognize. So I do know that everything in this morning's gathering unfolds in perfect peace, in divine order, in light and love. It is a reflection of this beautiful light-filled season. And so I do know that as we join together in consciousness, that indeed we are blessed by music, by the prayers, by the message that is spoken through and as our beloved Reverend Jeffrey, and just every aspect of this morning reminds us that we are one in harmony, one in unity, one in light, and one in love. And I let this be so. Together we say, and so it is.
All right. I hope you know this. You can sing along with us. This is In the Light and the Love and the Glory.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. And just a few more good mornings. Good morning, Dottie. Good morning, Ennison family. Great to see you. Good morning, Seth. Good morning, Reverend Victoria. Hey, Shawnee. Good morning. Good morning, Amber. Good morning, Cindy. Yeah, beautiful. Great to see all of you here. Hey, Patty Clark. Good morning. Great to see you. And good morning, Neil. Wonderful to see you as well. So let's come together and center in our focus statement this morning, shall we? So let's breathe it in and really feel the power of the statement, knowing that this is a true guiding light, a guiding statement for our community that allows us to center and focus in on our vision and mission. So let's say it together. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Once again, we embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. So here at Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide, we are working with the theme this year of 2020 Spiritual Vision. And the theme for December is celebrating divine truth. celebrating divine truth. And the talk title for today that we have for today is Preparing the Way. We are in that season this year, at this time of year, we are in that season that the Christian calendar recognizes as the season of Advent. Advent means coming, and in specific reference to the coming of the Christ child, the coming of the light to the world, if you will, the coming of peace to the world, if you will. And what we know here is that the Christ consciousness, the Christ child, is actually the Christ consciousness. It is the Christ consciousness. It is the indwelling presence of Spirit. It is the indwelling presence of God within each and every one of us. That it is our divine essence. It is our divine nature. That is what we here at Centers for Spiritual label the Christ consciousness, that we are acutely aware or keenly aware of our oneness with the divine. We are keenly aware of our divinity because we are made not only in the image and likeness of God, but we are the divine emanations, impartations, and manifestations of the one life, because what do we know? God is all there is. There is nothing else from which God could have made creation other than itself. So therefore we know that all of life, all of creation is the divine made manifest. And so what the Christ consciousness is, it is our awareness of that divinity. It is our relationship. It is how we, individualized expressions of the one life, relate to the larger whole, relate to the greater self, relate to the self with a capital S. That is what we know to be the Christ consciousness. So the Christ consciousness is not coming. The Christ consciousness is already here. It is already present. It is already within us because it is really all that there is, right? So it is not a matter of it needing to come to us or that it only comes to us during one specific 4-week period of the year, but it is throughout the year. It is a daily thing that happens. It is ever present. It is omnipresent, everywhere present, right? So it is always present. And so this idea of preparing the way, then, the way we are looking at it, the way we are approaching it, is that we are preparing the way for a greater experience of that Christ consciousness or that individualized consciousness, that divine within each one of us. It is a matter of preparing the way, preparing the vessel, preparing the vehicle through which our divinity moves out into the world. So it is not a preparing the way to invite something in that only comes around once a year. It is a preparing the way to not only allow something to come in, but allow something to move through, because it is a preparing the way of recognizing and having the direct experience of the divine. That is what we really affirm and believe here, is that it is not, we cannot know God intellectually. We can talk about God all we want. We can talk about spirit. We can talk about truth. We can rationalize it. We can look at that, but we cannot ever truly know that. We cannot truly know the divine. We cannot truly know truth unless we experience it. That is really the only way we can know truth. We can't know it intellectually. It has to be an experience. It has to be a felt presence. It has to be an experience. So if you're looking to change your life, it's not just a matter of changing your thinking, it's a matter of changing your heart. Because when we have that change in our heart, when we have that change in our body, when we have that embodiment, when we have that change there, then things stick. Because if we have just a thought about something, thoughts come and go. Thoughts are fleeting, right? But it is that change of heart. It is that change within us. It's the change within our being that then creates a permanent shift and a permanent change that we see out into the world. And what we also know is that spirit is within us. If spirit is within us, then we cannot be looking out to the world of effect for peace, for love, for joy, for abundance, right? Because it's not out in the world. Seeking those things out in the world is only temporary. They're temporal. Love can come and go. Peace can come and go. The peace that is the quietude between wars is not real, true, everlasting peace. Now, is it? Joy can come and go. If we're looking out, and abundance can certainly come and go if we're looking to the world to provide those things. However, when we realize that those things are also God qualities, they are qualities of the divine, and that those qualities, because of our very nature, reside within us, then it is our opportunity to then turn within, to go within and to bring them forth. So everlasting peace we're not going to find it out there. We have to find it first in here within ourselves. Because the peace that passes all understanding is already here within us. The love of the ages, the unconditional love of the ages is within us. The wisdom is within us. It is not some far off place somewhere out there. It's here within. So if we are preparing the way, then it is a matter of turning within first. Think of it like mining. Think of it like if you were mining for gold or silver or diamonds or oil or any other natural resource. Those resources are already contained within the earth. It's not like we put them there and then we pull them out. And it's not like something, some foreign body floating around in space comes and crashes on Earth and embeds it in Earth and then pulls it out, right? And then we pull it out. It's already within the earth. It's already contained within. So it is with us. Love, peace, harmony, balance, joy are within. And so we have the opportunity then to mine those qualities, if you will, to mine that truth, if you will, and to bring it forth into the light, to bring it forth into expression and to share it with others. So the peace that we seek, the love that we seek, the harmony that we seek, the abundance that we seek is always found within, never without. It's always found within. And so we have the opportunity then to turn within. And the way that we draw these things forward is we prepare the way through spiritual practice. Excuse me. We prepare the way through our spiritual practices. Because what we are really doing is we are making ourselves available for a greater experience of the divine. We cannot force an experience of the divine. We can't say, okay, today I'm going to experience divine. Today I'm going to experience my oneness. It doesn't work that way. We can't force ourselves to experience the divine. What we can do is open out a way and allow for that experience to happen. What we can do is we can prepare our consciousness, we can prepare ourselves through spiritual practice that then creates that spaciousness for the conscious union with and as the divine, for the direct revelation of the divine, for the direct experience of the divine. And so that's where we have the opportunity to work, to do our work, to do our spiritual work. Through spiritual practice, we prepare our consciousness. We prepare ourselves and make ourselves more available for the impress of Spirit, make ourselves more available to bring Spirit forth, or to bring those qualities forth from within and share them without. It is only from within that we see them outside of us. Because it is coming from within that the demonstration then happens out. So a demonstration is always an effect of the realization of truth, an effect of the realization of our oneness. The demonstration is always the effect of the consciousness that is. So how do we do that here at Centers for Spiritual Living? What are our spiritual practices? Our spiritual practices first include prayer. Our method of prayer is referred to as spiritual mind treatment, or also as affirmative prayer. And it is through this spiritual mind treatment and through this prayer that we recognize our oneness with the divine, that we recognize that God is all there is. We recognize our oneness with the divine. Then we state and affirm spiritual truth, we give thanks, and we release it, knowing that it is already done. Those are the 5 steps of spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. Another spiritual practice that we have that brings us into a greater alignment with the divine and brings ourselves into more conscious alignment with the divine is meditation. Meditation is an opportunity to be still and listen for the word of the divine, listen for the guidance of the divine, to commune with the divine that we know is already present within. It's an opportunity to commune and to be in community with ourselves and with Spirit. We also see service as a way of spiritual practice. And by service, I mean sacred service. Taking action, serving our neighbor, serving one another, offering our gifts and talents in service to our city, to our community, to our society. Being in service is a taking action. Whether we are in service sharing our gifts through the Mana Project, through Thanksgiving turkeys, or sharing our gifts with the children of Olive Crest, or whether we are attending rallies to effect change in our local and federal governments. Or to bring awareness to situations, that is taking action, that is being in service, that is being in sacred, holy service to one another. Another way that we have, another spiritual practice that we have that also continues to prepare the way is the practice of conscious giving, of conscious contributions, of contributing our good, our financial good, through the center and out into the world. That is another way that we contribute and that we stay in the flow of divine circulation, that we trust in Spirit. Conscious giving is about faith. It is about trust. It is about trusting Spirit and knowing and affirming the abundance of Spirit, knowing and affirming the infinitude, knowing that we are always sourced and that we are always supplied, and so that we give freely and generously from the overflow. And that too puts us in that conscious flow and opens us and makes us more available for even more good to come into and through our lives. And then, of course, we have sacred study, where we study, we come together and we study texts, or we study spiritual tools, we study spiritual practices, and then we apply them in our lives. We have an opportunity coming up in January that it is a class. It is called Treatment and Meditation. And in that treatment and meditation class, you'll have the opportunity to really dive deep into the power of spiritual mind treatment, or the power of affirmative prayer, and learn how to really use this tool effectively to affect change in your life, as well as to develop a deeper practice of meditation. So that class is going to be coming up in January. So stay tuned for more information about that. And we have a whole list of classes that are coming up in the new year. And we're very excited to be able to bring these to you. So sacred study is yet another way that we prepare the way, that we are priming the pump, if you will. As I said, we cannot force the experience. The experience of the divine happens, but we can prepare the way through prayer, through meditation, through service, through conscious giving, through sacred study, through visioning, through opening up and listening to the impress of spirit, catching the high idea of spirit, then releasing those things that no longer serve and embracing that which we are called to embrace. It's yet another way. Forgiveness is another spiritual practice. There are many, many forms of spiritual practice, and each spiritual practice, each form of spiritual practice helps prepare for that moment, or for those moments when it is spirit just is. And we experience in that moment the love of the divine, the peace of the divine, the joy, the harmony. Right in that moment, there is that conscious union. And in that moment, we know that we know that we know. In that moment, we experience unity so profound, so complete, that there absolutely is no other. And it is in this realization of this moment, of the experience of the divine, that we then see the world rightly. We then experience the peace, the love, the harmony, the joy, the abundance. And we then see it in the world around us. We see it in our relationships. We see it in our interactions. We see it in our daily life, in our daily activities. Because we have first had the experience of the divine. And we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait till a certain time of the year. As I mentioned, this is a daily thing that we continue to practice daily. That is the importance of practicing daily. If you were only to go to the gym once a year, if you're only going to go for a walk once a year, if you're only to get a massage once a year, well, it'll feel good, but it's not very effective. Same thing here. If you're only going to pray once a year, if you're only going to meditate once a year, or once every once in a while, it feels good. You might see some results, but if you want true results, it takes practice. If you really want to experience a life divine, it takes practice. This is a center for spiritual living. That means we are doing it constantly. It's not a center for spiritual, like, one-time practice. It is a center for spiritual living, where we live and we practice regularly, preparing the way for that experience of the divine. So today we have an opportunity to do that together. I want to share with you first a meditation, and then we're going to move into community prayer together. So the meditation I want to share with you this morning is called contemplative meditation. It's one of my favorite types of meditation, and that is where you take a spiritual truth that you know. Perhaps it is something from the textbook. Perhaps it is something from the Bible. Perhaps it's something from the Bhagavad Gita, wherever you find it. But you take a spiritual truth that you're aware of, and you take that into meditation, and you allow the spiritual truth to reveal its meaning to you. You're not relying on somebody else's interpretation of the spiritual truth. You're allowing the spiritual truth within the statement to reveal its meaning to you. And it will be personal to you. Maybe the same truth that we share, that we read, but the meaning itself will be personal to you. We are not relying on somebody else to teach us. It is the spirit within, it is the Christ consciousness within, it is the master teacher within that reveals the truth of the statement. So this morning, I would like for us to contemplate the statement, "My peace I give to you. My peace I give to you." And so the way this works is we take this in and we simply allow the truth to reveal itself. Perhaps it comes quickly. Perhaps there are many phrases that come quickly about this. And as they come, eventually it quiets down, and then there's just this beautiful moment of silence. And then there is what Joel Goldsmith calls the click. And you'll know it. It won't necessarily be, it could be a click, it could be just a deep breath, it could be any number of things, but you'll know it when you experience it. And then it's done. And this doesn't have to take 20 minutes out of your day or an hour out of your day, though, the longer you sit with something, the more you may get from it. And I invite you to consider using the same phrase for an extended period of time until it feels complete. So it may be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, it could be 5 years, but until it feels complete for them. But today, let's start with, "My peace I give to you." So if you're comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm just going to do this process aloud so that you get a sense of the internal process. But let's just start. My peace I give to you. My peace I give to you. This my is the I am, the great I am that I am. It is the allness, the fullness, the wholeness. It is the great I. It is the only I. It is the I. So it is my peace. It is God's peace. It is Spirit's peace. There is no other peace. There is only this one peace. My peace. And the peace is the peace that passes understanding. The peace is the quietude and the stillness. The peace is the knowing that everything is okay. Everything is all right. In fact, it's beyond okay. It's beyond all right. The peace is the peace and the assurance that it is absolutely perfect, that everything is absolutely perfect just as it is in this moment. And so it's my peace I give to you. I give it freely. It is given freely. God has given it freely. God withholds nothing from its creation, its beloved creation. It withholds absolutely nothing. So it was already given in the beginning. Before Abraham was, I am. So it is my peace I give to you. My peace. The peace that is eternal, not the peace that the world gives, which is only temporal, but the peace that is eternal, the peace that is everlasting, the only ever true peace that ever was, ever will be. and always is. And that peace resides in the center of each one of us. It has already been given. It is already within us. And so I call it forward now. I feel the peace. I feel the perfection. I feel the harmony, the oneness, the unity. And I am grateful. And so it is. And so it's that click that is the moment of the experience of the divine. In that click, in that silence, is the experience. And so opening our eyes, we see anew. We see a world transformed. We experience a life transformed. And so the other way, the other practice that I would like to share with us today, I'd like for us to join in today, is I would like for us to join in community prayer. So here at Centers for Spiritual Living, we do not beg, we do not beseech, we do not plead, we do not bargain. We simply affirm and state the truth. We claim what we wish to experience in consciousness. We claim it for ourselves, we affirm it for ourselves. So as you begin, as I begin the first two stages of our affirmative prayer, I want you to begin thinking what it is that you wish to claim this day, and then go ahead and type it into the comment section. I see some folks have already begun doing that. How wonderful. So I invite you to go ahead and begin typing those into the conversations or into the comments here and now. So right here and right now, I recognize that there's just this one power, this one presence, this one infinite eternal that lives, moves, breathes, and has its being in, through, and as me, and I as it. I am one with this one. It is the peace that passes all understanding. It is love. It is the wisdom of the ages. It is abundance. It is wholeness. It is perfection. And being the only one, the all in all, as all, I know that all of creation was made in image and likeness. All of creation is its divine emanation and impartation. All of creation then, within all of creation, is love, is joy, is peace, is harmony, is abundance, is power, is right action, is divine order, is light, is love. I know that I am one with it. And as I know that this is true of me, I know that this is true of everyone here present this day. So I speak my word for myself this day. I accept and claim for myself wholeness and clarity and peace of mind. And for Amber, we claim oneness, love, balance, abundance, peace, flow, wisdom, and clarity. For Neil, we claim balance together. Rebecca, faith, hope, love. Sophia, love and light. Vicky, abundance, prosperity, and power. Just keep them coming in. Recognizing that this is true for Tori, claiming mental health and wholeness. Yes, Tori, absolutely. For Marty, peace, abundance, and flow. For Naima, wholeness and well-being. And they just keep coming in, because as they keep coming in, what we are doing is we are expressing and magnifying the love, magnifying the peace, magnifying. And our burdens are lightened. And I see more peace for Frank, more peace, love, harmony, clarity, and joy. For Casey, clarity and peace. For Reverend Victoria, peace of Mother Earth, peace. Pat, peace, health, joy, and grace. Lupe, faith. Patty Clark, peace and love. Harmony. Philip, peace and passion. Cindy, love, joy, enthusiasm, and perfect health. Yes, yes, yes. We know this to be the truth. We know this to be true right here and right now, that it is expanding and expressing out into the world right here and right now. For Dottie, balance. Sally, good sight, to have complete peace in her heart. As John made his transition at 4:30 this morning. And so we know for John, peace and love, and we raise Sally and John high in love, high in light, high in prayer. Knowing that life is eternal, knowing that there is no end to life, that life is a continuum. It is without beginning and without end. It is eternal, it is infinite, and it is joy. It is love. And so I give thanks. I give thanks for all that has been expressed here this morning. Give thanks for all of the love, all of the light, for the truth that has been claimed by each and every one, knowing that we as a community come together in communal prayer and we lift each other. We lift our voices high. And we affirm deeply the truth that we know. That this truth, these affirmations come forth within us. The affirmation spoken, the truth spoken here comes forth within us and expresses in the world here and now. And so I give thanks for all of it. I give thanks for all of it. And I release this into the law, knowing that it is done, that it is already fulfilled. And so it is.
Blessings abound in this moment, silent and open, listening. Spirit, I feel a blessed unfoldment, breathing new life in me. In this moment, truth and clarity finding their way to me. In this moment, I am where I should be, safe in the arms of love. Blessings abound in this moment, silent and open, listening. Spirit, I feel a blessed unfoldment, breathing new life in me. In this moment, truth and clarity finding the way to me. In this moment, I am where I should be, safe in the arms of love. trust myself. I'll seize the day. I know in my heart I will lead the way. I'll trust myself. I'll seize the day. I know in my heart will lead the way. I'll trust myself. I'll seize the day. I know in my heart I will lead the way. I'll trust myself. I'll lead the day. I'll know in my heart I will lead the way. Yeah, yeah. In this moment, truth and clarity finding their way to me. In this moment, I am where I should be, safe in the arms of love. In this moment, I am where I should be, safe in the arms of love. In this moment, in this moment, in this moment.
Beautiful. Thank you, Jabel. So now we have that opportunity to participate in one of those spiritual practices that helps prepare the way for us, and that is our practice of conscious contributions. I want to thank all of you who continue to contribute to our community, who continue to contribute to the center. It is such a powerful testament to the faith that this community has and the willingness that this community has to step into the divine flow and to allow spirit to move through our community out into the larger Riverside area, out into the world itself. So I want to thank you for your conscious contributions. The easiest way to contribute is via text to give. Simply go, just like you're texting a friend, to 951-419-5858. That's 951-419-5858. Type in the amount and hit send, and it's on its way. It is that simple. Another way that you can contribute is to go to the website, and in the upper right-hand corner of riversidecsl.org, in the upper right-hand corner, you will see the word contribute, and you can easily contribute there. And of course, you can always still send a check to the office, 3891 Ridge Road, Riverside, California, 92501. And if you would like to contribute to the 2 or more Buildings and Grounds Fund, that is above and beyond your regular conscious contribution, you can do that also by text to give, by simply typing the amount, and then type in the word more following the amount. And that goes straight to the Buildings and Grounds. And you can also do that on our website. So, or send a check that way too. So we thank you for your conscious contributions, for your faith and your trust and your generosity. So something wonderful is happening today. So Jabel's going to sing with us and share that with us too. Go ahead, Jabel.
Here we go. Something wonderful. All of you can sing along with us. And something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go. Something wonderful wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. All this love inside, we can let it shine. Oh, something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. Something wonderful.
All right, so just before we go over to Zoom for Beyond the Message, an opportunity for us to come together as a community and have a discussion about what we practiced here today. That'll be happening on Zoom, so that is immediately following the service here. The Zoom ID is 249-395-737. It's 249-395-737. Passcode is 92501. But before we head over there, we have a few announcements that we would like to share with you. The first one is that Reverend Lee's Celebration of Life will be today at 2 p.m. on Zoom. I am putting that right there in the chat for you, so you can see the link there is right there for the Celebration of Life today at 2 p.m. on Zoom. So there is the link in the comments section for you to be able to join us for that. Then next we have our Animal Grief Support Service happening this Thursday, December 17th at 4 p.m. also via Zoom. You can find the link for that on our website or in the weekly Connect email that we share with you. So you can find the link there. So join us for that at 4 p.m. on Thursday, December 17th. Then on Sunday, December 20th at 7 p.m., we will be sharing our Peace, Light, Love, our holiday service, and we'll be premiering that on YouTube. We'll be premiering that on YouTube. Got it? On YouTube. Okay. We'll be premiering that Peace, Light, Love on YouTube on Sunday, December 20th at 7 p.m. So our YouTube channel is simply go to youtube.com/Riverside CSL. That's easy to find us there on Sunday. And then we will replay the holiday service again on Christmas Eve, also at 7 p.m. So that's this Sunday, the 20th at 7 p.m. is the premiere of our holiday service. And then upcoming on December 26th, that's a Saturday, we will have a drive-through from 10 until noon for you to pick up your white stones, because on the next day, Sunday the 27th, live in our service, we will be doing our white stone ceremony where we will be setting our intentions for 2021 in stone. So you can drive through the church parking lot, or the center's parking lot rather, on the 26th, that Saturday the 26th, between 10 and noon. I will be there, and so will Neil, I believe, will be there for that. So come and drive through, say hi, and pick up your white stones. And then on the 27th, after service, we will participate in the reflection and renewal. I don't want to call it a workshop because it's not really a workshop. And it's not really a ceremony. Let's call it a ritual, shall we? We will be participating in the reflection and renewal ritual on the 27th after service. And that is an opportunity for us to bring our journals, and we'll meet on Zoom and bring your journal, and we'll reflect on 2020, and then we'll release 2020, and then we will vision and open up to the highest idea for our lives for 2021 with the renewal process. So that is all the information we have for you this morning. Thank you for being with us today. It is always a joy and a pleasure to share Sunday morning with you and to share space with you throughout your week. One other thing is, if you really enjoyed the meditation and then the opportunity for community prayer, I urge you to participate in our daily meditation and prayer time at 9 a.m. on Zoom. You can find the link for that on the website, and it's a button. You just click it and you go. And that's happening at 9 a.m. every day, daily, 9 a.m., meditation and prayer. So if you enjoyed today's meditation and prayer and service, you can do that daily. And that's another way of helping to prepare the way. So take advantage of that. Then in January 1st, that will shift from 9 a.m. to 8 a.m. So in January, we're going to shift that to 8 a.m. from 9 a.m. So we'll see you there. All right. Great to see all of you. Peace and blessings. We love you, and we will see you soon. So repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called love. Love is in my mind. Love is in my body. Love is in everything that we do. I am it. I share it, and I receive it, because love lives here. The Zoom is at the bottom of is on the scroll below. So we'll see you over there. All right. Thank you. Go for it, Jabel.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks to Max and to lovely Matt and to Charles today, who are here with me. Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. As God is our creator, we are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be our moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment at peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. See you next week, guys.
Love